Hi, my name is Bipritip Dhar and I'm an architect. We're here in Calcutta for the last 15 years and we are a 15-member team. Our work over the years has actually gone from large-scale complexes to interiors also. In interiors, we've worked in hospitality, residential, commercial, showrooms. The philosophy is not to stick to a particular school of thought, but to experiment with various schools of thought from various eras of architectural history. Since the client was actually coming from an old house to a particularly a new house, so he didn't really have a very concrete brief other than the functional brief. The functional brief of having around 6 rooms, a home theatre, a gym and things like that. And other than that, he also had a concern of safety and also the concern for Vastu. The site is basically in Salt Lake, which is close to Calcutta. It's like within the Calcutta city, just in the outside. And it's basically a site which is about 70 feet on one side and it's about 45 feet on the other side. It's not really a very huge site. Now in front of it, we have a street which is about 5 meters end to end. I mean from the end of the street to the other site, which is on the other side. We have another site, and this is actually one of the quieter areas of the city, a little bit away from the hustle and bustle. So this is a 40 by 70 feet site, and we have the structure. Now this came with an existing superstructure, mind you. The superstructure was about a 35 feet structure by a 50 feet structure, and inside which the staircase block and the lift block, it all came on the western side. So this was basically facing north on this side. So we basically have this side facing north, and we had east more or less on this side, south, and the western side over there. On this side also we had a structure, that there was an existing structure on the northern side, and that there was also a structure on the western side. In the ground floor, it is on stilts with only the entrance over there. So there is the entrance lobby with the stair and a lift. And of course, certain areas that were kept aside for services. This was on the ground floor. Now, as you come upstairs, which is basically the entrance floor, we had a double height glass over here. So as soon as you enter, you have this double height glass because there is a cutout over here, which actually, so that when a person is entering, you're entering from here and you're seeing this sofa seating which happens on this side. You have this elaborate arrangement of a sofa which comes over here. The kitchen comes on this side, which is again as per Vastu on the northwestern side. And we also have a powder bathroom that had been kept over there with the dining area on the farthest side. There was a guest room on the southwestern side and a home theatre which was kept here on the southeastern side. It was complete with the all entertainment facility, including recliner chairs and a place to have your food as well. And this would open out into the balcony. So this is basically from where the wind would come in. It would tunnel through this into the cutout area and escape through the first floor. Now, as soon as you come inside over here, you're basically greeted by this sofa seating over here, which is essentially in leather. We have this hardwood cladding at the back, which is in grey, and this sort of continues into the ceiling on top. And it's basically a hardwood which is generally used on the floor, but we've used it on the vertical surface as well as on the ceiling on top. So you have basically this which comes over here. On the further end, on this side, you have a huge opening over here, which basically looks out into a small garden at the back. So we also had a small garden over here, which was there at the back. And from here, we also had veneer walls. Like this wall was done in veneer, which was basically going and turning around on all sides. And the rest of it were all painted. So you basically have veneer, which was colluding with the the painted walls and also the ceilings, so as to sort of contrast and also complement each other. And this room over here, it basically had a sliding door. So this sliding door would actually sort of acts as a privacy area when people are inside this room, or otherwise once we open this gate, you have the entire hall which is connected, and it also serves the purpose of taking in the air and also circulating it through the house. And the services were all kept on this side, which was the kitchen with the utility area and everything else on this side. In the second floor area, which is roughly again the same size of the plate, so you're once again greeted by that double height over here. Now, once again, you're coming in from here, so you have the master bedroom, you have a huge closet with the bathroom on this side, which is on the southwestern side, and you have the master bed over here. There was a living room kept over here, a storeroom and a pantry which was kept on this side, and there was the kids' room on the northern side. And inside the master bedrooms, these are like quite plain and straight. We actually followed what the client asked. He wanted the house to be very elegant and very straight line. So this is exactly what we had. There was a closet here. It was like quite a huge closet with a dressing mirror on this furthest side. And we had this entire area with the closet with the basins over here, and there was a huge shower area on this side with a nice yellow ochre glass mosaic tile, which actually happened over here, and the WC came over there. And this is exactly the same thing which happened over here. Now in this case also, mind you, we had very little or small openings on this side because it is very close to the other structure which is on the western side. Similar on this side as well, on the eastern side as well, we had another structure which is here, which is very close. So we had very smaller openings on this side, and the larger openings were all on the southern side. So this actually helps in all the circulation, and it goes through these and it escapes into the rest of the house. So we had smaller views, and we also had another thing which we did over here is that all the windows outside, including the openings, all the balconies, the clients had wanted us to put grills. So to solve the idea, as soon as you put grills, it sort of gives you a caged look. I mean, you sort of have this feeling of a cage. So how we solved this was, we gave the house a total fin look. In this fins, you basically have an MS grill, or any iron grill for that matter of fact. And it was encased in wood on all sides. So this was basically done in the whole house on all sides. So it sort of served the purpose of the client's comfort, where he feels safe that, I have safety all around the house. And also at the same time, it gives you that nice aesthetic look. It gives you a good tropical look. And secondly, it also serves the purpose of, allowing in air and also saving you from the elements. It also shades the house from all sides. So after the first, second and the third floors, we basically go onto the roof, which was basically an open area, which was there on the roof. Now, once again, the staircase block and the lift is here. So we had a services area which was kept over there. The clothes drying, the clothes washing. From the practical point of view, you actually needed to have a certain area for this. So all that came in this area. And we also had a lounge which was kept over here. So a small washroom and a lounge. Now in this, the interesting part about this is that the structures on the sides are all basically till about 30 feet height. Now this structure is a 45 feet high structure. So you have uninterrupted views on all sides. And this actually, and we had a nice patch of greenery which we had kept over here, which was there on this side. So we had some greenery which was kept over there. We had a sort of a patch of greenery which was kept here. Certain amount of greenery on all the sides over here. So this sort of filters the view, and also you have some uninterrupted views of the surrounding. And especially in Calcutta from October till about Feb, where all this entire area can be used very nicely.